Garmin Strike 4 GPS fish finder with chirp sonar for my FS 128T. The problem is I'm not sure where I want to mount it. I've seen people mount them on the sides over here, or put a rail system and mount them over there or over here. The gentleman that I bought the kayak from used this box, you can see, as a rod holder, plus there's a 12-volt battery in it. He put in a couple of cigarette outlets. That's how he ran his LEDs, which are underneath the foot pegs. And then he just mounted the fish finder right here. Well, this box is really big. The battery only takes up about that much of this box. And I'm not sure if I want to mount my transducer, if I want to mount it off the edge, or if I'm going to scupper mount it. Pretty sure I'm going to scupper mount it right here, so it's kind of in front of me and I know what I'm going over. I've watched a couple of videos of DIY on how to scupper mount a transducer without using the Lowrance scupper mount kit, so I'm probably going to do that. But I'm not sure where I want to mount my fish finder. So that's kind of the dilemma I'm in right now. I'm not sure if I want to put it right here, or just utilize a box like this, just a little bit smaller, because this one is really big. I lay my net up here. I lay my rod down, this general area when I'm paddling. Plus, I don't want to punch holes if I'm going to end up moving it. So it'll probably just be a smaller box, same location, and then just mount, just like he did, mount my fish finder on top of that box, and then just strap the box down using these eyelets, one on each side. So as I go, I'll show you what I'm doing, and then just like every other video, and then we'll see how it works out. Alright, so I've come up with a plan. I'm going to use this large Outdoor Products battery or waterproof box for this 12-volt battery. I already have a dual cigarette lighter outlet that's already ran to this battery that came with it. This power plug, cigarette power plug that runs to my deck lights, will plug into it. The fish finder is actually going to go right here on the lid, and my transducer is going to run through this scupper. So this is actually the transom mount. I want to keep these two pieces because they're the pieces that lock into the outer piece of the transducer and make it click and actually lock into place. But what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to cut right along here. So I just keep this bottom piece, and then all this will go away. As you can see, I already have my wire routed through my piece of 1-inch PVC, or excuse me, 1/2-inch PVC. So I have the piece of 3/4-inch PVC that's going to be routed over the piece of 1-inch PVC, because the 1-inch PVC actually fits. Let's see if I can get it there. Fits into the transducer like so. So I'm going to drill a hole through here, and I'm also going to drill a hole in the top of this, or just cut out this little bit so that the PVC can fit down in through there. This will be locked in here like so. This piece will have this piece over it, so the 1/2-inch will have the 3/4-inch over it, which will be routed through here, and then it'll sit just like that. I'm going to put a bolt through here, put a little foam under here so that it doesn't drop through. Just finger tight so I can pull it out. Won't get in the way of me doing anything. My transducer cord will then route from here, from the battery, underneath all this, up here, come straight across to my my fish finder. I have decking that I'm going to put down, so it'll actually run under that for now. Eventually, I'll probably run it through here in the hole, come through, come up, and then drill a small hole through here so the wire can just pop out here, or I'll just punch a hole and put a gland there and run it up. But that's my plan. We'll see how it works, and I'll show you guys as it goes. I do have to order a couple glands, so there'll be a gland on the front of this. This outlet is actually going to go in the center on the back. I just have to figure out how to fit that with the battery in here, and then make sure nothing moves around and nothing breaks. Alright, so here's what I come up with so far. Transducer cable coming out of here. Run to Garmin Fish Finder GPS right there. Battery box will go underneath the seat. Still waiting on a couple cables. I got the 2 cigarette outlets in for power. Battery fits. Once I get the wire glands, I'll be able to hook that up. That cable will come along here. Power cable come from the battery up this way over to the head unit. For this is just a cap. I drilled a hole through it so the cord could come through. Alright, so here's my transducer scupper mount. Simply a piece of 1-inch PVC or 1/2-inch PVC inside a piece of 3/4-inch PVC. I took the transom mount, basically cut it down so it would fit inside the scupper. This is the hardware that came with it. This is just a 3/8-inch bolt and nylon washer. A little bit of pool noodle that is zip tied to it. Drilled a hole so it comes up through the scupper. I have a 3/4-inch cap that sits on, or actually fits inside of it. So now it doesn't move. Can't come out. I'd have to hit something pretty hard for it to come out. So that's how that mounts. This took me forever. This whole scupper mount thing probably took me about 4 hours to build. Just getting the length right, getting it so it actually stayed in the scupper hole, and then figuring out exactly how I wanted it. Once I got it cut to size and fit and got the right amount of pool noodle in there, screwed it all together, made sure that the transducer was parallel with the bottom of the kayak, and then my cord just runs out to right here. I haven't drilled any more holes. I may run this basically straight through here, underneath to here, pop out, and then go in. I'm not sure. That way I can leave all my excess wire inside the hatch, and I'll come out and just plug in right into the back of the GPS / fish finder. But that's another day. Once I get the rest of the battery box parts, I'll finish this build, and then I'll show you the whole thing put together. Alright, so here's the finished product. We have the battery box with 2 cigarette lighter outlets, power for my deck lights. You can see the blue on both sides, and then the Garmin Striker 4 fish finder. Right now I just have the cable coiled up around the base of the fish finder. I can unplug it, pull the whole thing off. It's just screwed into this to the latch or the hatch top, and then my power cable with a SAE connector, a 3.5 mil to 6 mil nylon cable gland. I glued it just to make sure that it is watertight, and then I just put this box right here underneath the seat. It doesn't go anywhere. Run the cable, the power cable from the box right here, just comes up the side and comes over to the fish finder. So pretty simple deal. As far as the transducer, again, I have a 3/4-inch piece of PVC with a cap. Just drilled a hole in that. Just comes underneath this deck padding that I have down temporarily. Routes basically just over the hatch and then right to the fish finder. Took it out yesterday. Worked awesome. No issues with it. Battery box stayed completely dry. So overall, I'm really happy with it. If you have any questions, go ahead and post a comment down below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Give a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. And for my subscribers, thank you so much. I honestly thought I was just going to be talking to myself for all of my videos, but I appreciate you guys, so thank you.